Hey guys, welcome. Talent Not Included. We're here, podcast episode 8 today. I'm here with, here's me, Alec. Here's on my left.
Moses.
Over here.
Austin.
You already know.
You already know.
And
We've got
It's young Tate in the building.
it's Ches McDaniels here.
Young
Chizzy
Taint.
boy.
Young Taint.
No. Young Taint the Saint. Saint Taint.
Because you know he
So
blesses
today,
me on the holy throne.
We're going to be talking about Tinder.
Alright.
No, we're not.
We're
So,
talking
right here.
about past lives.
Past lives. Wow. So what did you do in your past life?
Oh,
No,
dude.
I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to.
Based on
You-
all my birthmarks, I was
Probably like a voodoo doll or something with all my birthmarks.
Alright, so what we're actually talking about today, we're going to start off with some good old
Pet
conspiracy theories.
peeves and good deeds.
We're starting off with conspiracy theories here today.
so the moon
This guy's
landing
an
fake.
idiot. Oh, we're just jumping
Or
straight
you're
in.
just gonna just do
Fake
that?
or real?
Not even gonna let him come up with his conspiracy theory first?
No, that's fine. That's fine. We can jump in.
We're
We can
starting
jump
off with the moon landing. Let's get
Moon
it.
landing.
landing,
Alright,
dude.
moon landing.
Completely fake. Eradicated by the government.
Why?
Because, dude, it's just what happened.
What
They
makes
wanted-
you think that?
They wanted to prove that the world is round. But the world
Nah,
is
dude,
flat.
they
The Earth
wanted-
is
they
definitely
wanted
flat.
to-
That's not what.
They
moon
wanted
landing
they
was
wanted to be
definitely
there. They
flat.
wanted to be there first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the
It's
space
just to beat-
race,
it's just to beat the.
which
Oh,
is
the
completely
Russians.
faked, by the way.
I hate you.
Whatever.
Yeah, I got you, bro. Moon landing is fake.
Dude, it's fake.
They rushed it so that we seem that we are more powerful than Russia.
It's definitely real, not fake at all.
I mean,
How do you know?
Fake.
Have you been to the moon?
They have footage
Yeah.
of the rocket
Mm-hmm.
Blasting
like,
off into space.
space.
What does that mean?
Then what happened to the rocket? After it blasted off into space, what happened to that rocket?
We just chilled in the
That's what Roswell,
chilled
New
in the
Mexico was, dog.
exosphere for a while, and then after a while it came back down.
Okay, explain to me the science of how they did it. Like how not the science, but like how did they do the moon landing?
No, dude, what do you mean? There is no science. It's all production work.
Okay, so how they have for the time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the time that it was Russia was still the USSR.
Yeah, last week.
Why have we not been back to the moon?
We have.
We have multiple
When?
times.
We have a space station.
No, we don't.
Yes.
The International
do.
Space Station.
No, we don't.
Shut up.
That's all fake too.
No.
Dude, the sky is fake. It's not real. It's a green screen.
You guys know that
Exactly.
the sky can
It's
fall.
augmented reality. We're all right now. We have headsets on,
I don't know
and
about
we're living a fake life.
that. That's really
Dude, we're
far-fetched,
all
dude.
living
I'm ready
in
to tone
ponds
it
in
down.
our own goo, and then we're waiting to be awoken by the one.
Okay. Okay, but okay. So
The
why
one,
was it?
Neo.
Why? How can you prove that it's fake?
How can you prove that it's real, dog?
Yeah, that too.
I mean, there's footage.
There's footage. They brought back samples from the moon.
The shadows are off. The shadows are off. The shadows are off. That's all I gotta say.
What shadows?
The moon shadows.
From what?
Exactly. How is there shadows? The sun doesn't even exist up there.
Yes, it does.
No. Well, yeah, this is the guy you're siding with.
I sided with Moses just so that I could get it. There could be
Like-
2 versus 2, but I hate this guy.
There's like no physical way that they could have produced that same light
Oh.
from the sun that was in the actual footage.
What are you
Like
talking
scientifically
about?
at the time, there's no way to produce the same.
That's what they say at the time, or
You just
whatever.
gotta shine down like
It
50
is.
headlights.
No.
Exactly.
It's basically a sign.
They just had a truck. They just leaned it up. They just angled it
This
correctly.
guy gets it.
They
The
just
shadows
angled
were
it.
wrong. I got
Exactly.
you.
They
Thank
did
you.
not have the production quality to
Yeah.
What are you
fake
talking about?
something like that.
Just a
at the
whole
time.
bunch of guys lifted the truck.
Exactly.
Not just that, the whole thing. Not just the
Everything.
lighting. You. Oh my god.
If we had the spacesuit and the rocket, how could we not have the production set?
Exactly.
'Cause
Did you
it's a-
see The Shining?
'Cause look at-
Same director.
Okay.
Stanley Kubrick directed the moon landing.
Yeah.
There's hardly
That's a
any.
well-known
There's
fact.
hardly any actual visual effects in that movie.
Exactly. That's why he was the perfect guy to do it.
Dude,
That makes no sense.
It was all practical. He did it on the moon.
He shot the moon
Yeah.
landing on the moon.
Yeah, The Shining was shot on the moon too.
Yeah, they're freaking
Dude,
idiots,
I don't think
Moses.
they get it, dude. I don't think they get it.
They
Alright.
really don't.
So you guys are just. That's it. That's your whole.
That was kind of just a fuck around one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just tell that to my parents to piss them off.
Did they actually argue with you
Yeah,
about it?
kind of.
I mean, but there's like actually a lot of people that believe it.
Yeah.
No.
Like.
If it like,
I mean, no, yes, there is.
Hon-
No, I
Honestly-
mean like no, the moon landing is definitely real.
honestly,
Okay.
if they were to like be all like, yeah, the moon landing was fake, I'd be like,
Cool.
yeah, all right.
Saw it coming.
Am I gonna say?
Then you just go up to your parents
I'm
and
not
be
gonna
like,
say I'm shocked.
"Gotcha, see, I was right."
Like, what did I say, dude? What did I say?
God, you guys are morons.
You
know what, I'm kicking you out."
Right? Just to know what.
This is my house now.
All right, so what else besides the moon landing?
Dude, you go, cause this is your fucking
Me, it's me.
this is your week.
I mean, I guess we gotta talk about 9/11.
Dude, jet fuel
911.
can't melt steel beams.
That one's on. Like, I honestly, truly believe that was an inside job.
I mean, I can see where it could have been, or maybe not like a full inside job, but maybe like
It could have been like.
I feel like there
there's
could have been
people-
like terrorists in the building.
Yeah, because
it's
like.
possible.
Because everyone's like, well, we heard explosion on the bottom. It's like, yeah, like there's not the possibility that other people are a part of this and are at the bottom with bombs or anything. That's not possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, but I think if anything, it'd be more of like a. Because I know for a while there's like a whole thing about Pearl Harbor, how like the government did know that it was gonna happen, but like months in ahead, and they're just like, we'll see.
They-
Kind of like, oh, we're gonna call Japan's bluff, and then they did it. So they're like, oh,
Okay.
And then we
Okay.
nuked them twice.
yeah. Like people think like that's like they
Yeah.
knew about it and they just wanted an excuse to get into World War II. But like
That's
maybe
a pretty good excuse.
it could be something like that. Like people is like, hey, these planes are coming, but like they're like, well, we have no time. Like we'll see what happens.
See, but the things that like get me, like the whole like World Trade Center, like those two towers, it's kind of like, I don't know, like those are the ones that are like the more popular, I guess.
Well, that's why
attacks.
you don't.
But like the Pentagon was also, it was the same thing.
Well, it's because not as many people died at the Pentagon.
Yeah, but where'd the fucking plane go? That's my question. They're saying it just fucking like vanished. Like the plane just exploded, I guess, or whatever, and it
Like,
just it's
was
gone.
like disintegrated?
Yeah,
in
pretty
the
much.
Explosion?
Pretty much. A whole ass plane. Dude, I saw a documentary on this. I'm more educated than you guys.
I mean, yeah, you clearly are.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there. Like, I've been to the memorial.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant like
He was there
Oh,
at
no.
9/11.
Like you've been 2 years old. What do you mean you were
Yeah.
there?
He was in the plane. He was driving.
I was a pilot.
He was
I,
flying the plane.
I activated the vaporizer right before I jumped out.
He was working for the government. They knew he couldn't talk. So they,
Yeah.
this kid right here.
The secret's out there.
Dude,
man.
it's like that scene from Caillou where like they edited him jumping on the pilot and crashing. You guys haven't seen that?
That's not a scene from Caillou. That's just someone
No, no.
editing Caillou do that.
Scene from Caillou. I was
Remember
like,
that scene
what?
from Caillou when he just crashed landed this plane? It was awesome.
Hey, he just slaughtered everyone.
Dude, and the crazy thing is, there's like a whole other building like that happened in the same day that just got demolished. It was Building 13. Apparently, like there was government documents that were in that building, and like while the attacks were happening, that one exploded also, and it was also demolished in the same way. Like it just fell straight down. So it's what I mean, you know. Why does nobody talk about that?
I
You
didn't
know,
even know it was a thing.
Because did
so-
anyone die in that building?
that's not the point.
I think that is the point. Because like if like let's say tomorrow the Statue of Liberty gets destroyed, but no one dies, it's like
Nah, a lot of people
That
definitely
would-
talk about
yeah,
it.
that would definitely be a very
people-
talked
no,
about
but I mean, like,
subject.
people will talk about it, but it's not gonna be like one of this like everlasting
Yeah.
thing. If anything,
But
they
then-
would rebuild it and
Think
No,
of
I know,
like-
but why is there a whole fucking
Okay.
like demolition schedule for fucking? It wasn't even scheduled. I don't think. Why is there fucking demolition in the middle of a fucking terrorist
See,
attack?
I think about like
That's
this.
just weird.
He's
'cause it's
the
just a
same
city.
thing.
I don't know.
Same thing with the Statue of Liberty. It just gets blown up, demolished. Nobody dies. At the exact same time, though, like Empire State Building blows up. Like
If
thousands
if
of
the
people
if
die.
if the Titanic was empty when it sank, no one would give a shit. That's what I'm saying.
It's
I don't know.
Yeah, it sank.
Why
Wasn't
would
the whole thing about the Titanic it's an unsinkable ship or whatever?
like people would be like, these idiots, they said it was unsinkable and it sunk, but no one died. So everyone was like, nah.
No, it'd
So-
be a pretty big thing. Still.
Not really.
No, I'm
I
pretty sure
know
it
I
would.
would not care about that. There wouldn't
Like,
be movies
okay.
about the Titanic. There wouldn't be so many references to the Titanic if no one died. If like hundreds of people didn't die on an unsinkable ship. That's the whole thing. That it was an unsinkable ship. That's why the people were on it, and then it sunk and killed these people. That's why it was a famous thing. If it was just an unsinkable ship and it just sunk, it would be like, oh, those people are stupid. Okay. And then it would like, after maybe like 50 years, no one would really give a shit about it.
It's just in if no one dies, Manny doesn't care.
I don't.
Exactly.
If no one dies, what's the point?
Dude, when his mom dies and then no one else died in her, he won't care.
What? That was the worst analogy in the world. He just said if no one dies.
Yeah.
So it almost made me choke.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like yeah, if something happens to where like it's supposed to be this big thing, but it just fails, but no one was like killed. Who cares? It's just a failure. It's a failed project. That's all it is. But when it comes down to someone died, it's like, oh shit, like they really fucked up with that.
It's also kind of sus though because
That's
there was
why.
government like papers and documents in there.
That's the thing. Like I don't know. That's part of the whole conspiracy. And I'm not sure I 100% believe this. I'm just saying like it's kind of weird that this whole building is demolished at the same exact fucking time and on the same day that one of the biggest terrorist attacks of all time
like,
happens.
You know, like I mean that makes a case for it. But what I'm saying, like, imagine if it's just like one of those things, like it was an old government building that like it was already cleared out, and like it was just scheduled for a demolition that day,
I mean that's possible.
and then like it was just a coincidence that happened at that time.
I mean I don't know the exact everything about the whole fucking 9/11, but this is just something that I heard about it.
Because like thinking about it, like like the city of El Paso destroyed their city hall, like to build a AAA baseball stadium. Like I'm pretty sure people could come up with conspiracies about that. That like the city was trying to hide something, or the state was trying to hide something that was going on in the city. And then you have like Fort Bliss there, so you can say it has something to do with that. Like you can come up with stuff like that, but at the same
fucking already got it, dude.
oh, dude, like
They're coming for us.
These are people who are already in El Paso. We gotta run.
that's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know why you're saying that as a joke.
It's
What?
not a joke.
It's not a joke. There's
Lizard
100%
people.
lizard people in the
Lizard
government.
Oh, okay, let's take one at a time.
Yeah. Roll it back.
Sorry that this guy brought up a
But see,
fact.
my thing is just more like I would hope or want to have the faith that like
Lizard people are real.
no, that like the government wouldn't kill like thousands of its own citizens for that.
I mean,
I
we
believe
all
it
hope
could.
that, but
That's why like I would.
you gotta be dirty to get on top, you know? Austin knows all about that, am I right, boys?
Yeah, but it's more like the fact that we're not on top on a lot of things. That's just stupid. Then
You know about that.
Well, that's why, like, that's part of the thing. Like, the government fabricated the attacks to invade, like, the Middle East to get oil resources and stuff. And it makes sense.
we don't need their resources. We have our own. Like in Alaska and Texas.
Yeah, we can save those for when theirs
Well,
runs out.
What I'm saying is like.
That's why I'm saying get on top.
But they.
We don't need a lot of things, but we have a lot of them.
But if you
We
look
don't
at-
need this mic,
Shut up.
but we bought
But
it.
like, if you look
He
at
bought
it, like the reason why like Dubai is like so rich and stuff is because of the oil. Like they still control all that. It's not Americans like that control it. It's still them.
Exactly.
So like,
You're right. It's
How-
not Americans, and it's not them. It's the lizard people.
so how would it make like
Could be
it
the
would make no
people.
sense to go to war over oil and you don't seize control of it?
That's what they want you to believe.
To
This guy's a fucking idiot.
Look. So when they want you to believe that we didn't get control of it, so that we can make them, Iran, look bad, and the Middle East and everywhere, that they're driving up the prices when it's just us driving up our own prices, so we make more money off ourselves.
No, because the reason gas prices go up is because of the cost per barrel that is set by them. That
By us, you mean.
that American companies buy from the Middle East.
American buying from American companies in the Middle East.
See, one thing I saw that transitioned to this kind of well is that it was like a whole theory that car companies had like the technology and everything
Oh, I've seen
for
that one.
electric cars like way back.
Oh,
and,
I've
like,
seen a different one. never
just to get just for more money, like
No clue.
yeah, just for more money they.
I mean, I can
didn't-
believe that,
Didn't want to
honestly.
introduce it.
like stuff that like corporations do. I can definitely believe that. Cause like there's also like the theory that they're like a long time ago like they already made an engine that could run like at 120 miles per gallon, but like they're not gonna like put out that because
Yeah,
then they would
just waste
gas
money.
the gas company would lose business.
Pretty sure it's a whole thing that like the iPhones are like a lot of them are made already, and they're just like waiting to release them, like just so people like buy the older versions, but they have like the technology for like the fucking 13, 14 and shit.
I mean that's smart. That's just smart business.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not
So
really
it's
like,
kind of the same thing as what I'm saying.
yeah. Like honestly,
Yeah.
it's not really like much of a conspiracy. It's more like
Yeah.
yeah, that would make sense. Like
Yeah.
that they would do that.
Plus, I'm sure they have to start like production like way ahead of time before they actually release the product anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have to have at least a solid year probably to develop it. I think. Like
That's
one
what I'm saying.
iPhone,
I'm
so-
agreeing with your guys' other thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just
but then there's also the thing that they
The
every time.
9/11 was made up.
Exactly.
made up. Yeah,
It was made up. It didn't
It's
happen.
made up.
It's very dumb.
I wasn't
Just
alive
like the
to
Holocaust.
see
Yes,
it.
yes, you were. You were alive.
I couldn't see
We
it.
all
though.
were.
we all were.
You were
alive.
blind?
Yeah.
Like, were you guys here when it happened?
Most
At
likely.
this house, no.
No.
This house wasn't built yet.
Like-
Pretty sure.
Cause like I was in California celebrating my 3rd birthday, and then I remember being on the beach, like in California. I remember it being like empty,
You want the beach?
but like I just thought I was 3. Like I'm like, oh, it's cool. But then like my
Planes
parents.
exploding.
No, I didn't know that. I was 3.
Cool.
Little did he know on the other side of the
Yeah,
country.
no, like my parents were telling me like maybe a couple years ago, they're like, yeah, the reason why it was so empty is because that's when 9/11 happened. So like no one was outside. Like California was completely like just shut down. No businesses were open. Disneyland was closed. Universal was closed. And so they're just like, yeah. So we went to the beach because it was the only thing that was open and no one was there. So
Yeah. It's a tragic event.
it is.
I might have been in my grandparents' house, more than likely.
I have no clue where I was.
I don't either.
Stop
about-
judging me.
What about that whole thing with the every time they release an iPhone, they like purposely slow down the other ones?
No, wasn't that proven?
I don't know if it was like.
Yeah, I think it was.
might
Pretty
have
sure
been.
Apple came out and was like, yeah, we did
Yeah,
that.
we do that.
Again, that's just business.
Yeah, they just
I
got
mean,
sued
yeah.
for that.
Like it sucks that they do that, but and
Is what it is, I guess.
That's funny.
that they do that.
Yeah. Buy a new phone, you broke bitch. Basically what they're telling everyone.
But
That's
like,
great.
is it like the generation that was like right before it, or was it just like a couple down? Because like if you have an 8 and it just starts slowing, people will just be like, oh, I'm not getting the 11, I'll get a 10, you know. Or when the 11 comes out, they're like,
Pretty sure like the 5 and like the 6 are the ones that are like slowing down now. Pretty sure that's the ones that are on. Like they just go like a couple down.
I mean, kind of makes sense.
They want you to upgrade.
I feel like not only that, I just feel like maybe the phones at the time can't even handle the iOS that's on there.
It's also true.
Possible. The updates that they want to introduce,
Mm-hmm.
because their newer phones have like higher gigs anyway, like that they're introducing. They got
Man,
more light players on
Stop
here.
it, that's my thing. Shut up.
Did the tape come off?
Yeah.
Dang.
He
I
took
wasn't-
it off.
I wasn't playing with it.
All right.
Next one. The moon landing's fake.
It's great.
Okay, fine. Since this is like a big one, what about like Area 51?
I honestly don't think anything's there.
Yeah, neither do I. I just think it's like missiles and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly
it's
think it's just a
definitely
military
possible.
base with like more equipment.
Like let's
That's
get
not
deep
what
on
we
this.
see.
Are
Okay, but
aliens
you
real?
you really think you really think they're gonna be that like secretive and like protective of it if it's just weapons?
Yeah.
I don't think they would.
Yeah, advanced weaponry?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
Like
Because
a-
if you think about it, it's like anyone. If it was like Fort Bliss, where you could just get a pass and anyone can go on there, you have like the risk of like other governments sending people to go and like try and
See,
see
but-
what they're doing.
I understand that, but like to the lengths that they go to protect it, I think is a little extreme.
I mean, it
for
could be like
weapons.
experimental weaponry. So because that's where they have all the
Weapons
Mo-
testing ranges
like
and all
yeah,
that.
all that.
Yeah, that's
Out in
where
the
they
desert.
create like the zombies and shit.
Yeah,
And then they
that's
gun
where
them
they, that's
down
where they
with
filmed The
their
Walking Dead.
plasma
Mhm.
rifles.
That's where they-
That's where they filmed it. They're all real.
I
All the
thought it was
zombies.
Atlanta, Georgia. My bad.
no, what?
No,
That's
no, that
stupid.
makes no sense.
Yeah, they also filmed Halo there.
And the moon landing.
Yeah, and the moon landing. Dude, 9/11 happened on Area 51. It's just
It was
a
all
giant
staged.
green screen around
I mean,
it.
I definitely believe that there's like probably
It's
like
all
nuclear
staged there.
weapons and stuff like that. There.
So we're saying like
dangerous weapons, but I think there's probably something more.
Maybe that's like super
Yeah, a bit more.
Guantanamo
May-
Bay.
like-
Area 51.
Anime cat girls live there.
no, Area
We
51
need
is
to
just
invade.
what? Oh my god. Area 51 is just like prison for aliens. Just for the bad aliens.
Just for
Just
the
the
bad.
bad-
It's like the Men in Black, but that's
It's the
their
Men
prison.
in Black's prison. They're still centered in New York, New York.
Yeah. No, like there's aliens in the world, but they're just disguised, you know. And Area 51
Yeah, like
is for the
people.
it's for the bad boys that broke the laws.
It's for
like
the lizard
revealing
people.
themselves.
It's for the
Pretty much,
people
yeah.
who oppose the lizard people, and they want to hush them, you know.
Yeah,
And
pretty
then they
much.
replace them with another lizard folk.
No,
Dude, this is
I,
getting wild.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say Area 51 would go as far as saying they have aliens there, but
But you
I think-
admit there's lizard people.
Shut up.
clearly, but I think there's a bit more than just weapons there. Just regular, at least regular
Like,
weapons.
what else?
It's not full aliens. It's just like a leg.
Like half an alien.
You're right. There's illegal prisoners
vampires.
of war there.
There's vampires there.
Vampires there.
Dude.
They have vampires. They
We
have
told
mythical
you the
creatures.
zombies were made there. That's where The Walking Dead was made.
Right.
I don't know what's so difficult. to
The
understand
moon
about
landing
this.
was staged there.
Exactly.
You just repeat everything you just said.
Dude, they're testing lightsabers there. That's what they're doing.
Dude, they're creating lightsabers.
They're finding the perfect fucking toothpaste that 10 out of 10 dentists recommend.
They're creating the Juggernaut perk.
Juggernaut.
Quick revive.
Oh
It's Juggernog.
man.
It's not Juggernaut.
Dude, he
Listen,
called
I
me
haven't
that.
I haven't played the game forever, right?
I haven't played it in 2 months either. All right.
You haven't played in like years.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So
Alright,
what, okay,
moving
so
on
what,
from
what,
that.
what else do you think then, besides weapons? Like what in your mind do you think could be there?
I think there's aliens there.
I don't think there's aliens.
It'd be
I don't
cool.
think that's far fetched.
It'd be cool if like the movie,
I don't know, man.
like the concept of Paul. You guys remember that movie? Like of like an alien hiding in a military base, like slowly feeding information of and glimpses of like aliens to the public, so that we don't freak out. If that was real, that'd be cool. It's like there's actually an alien, but we're kind of like working with them to like integrate them slowly into like our public viewing, and then maybe one day
See
we'll actually see them.
that's but like see my thing about like the whole alien thing. Like yeah, I believe that aliens exist, but at the same time like I don't think they'd give a shit about us. Like we're because if they honestly cared enough, they would have like, and they're like that superior of a species to us, like they probably would have like enslaved us a long time ago. Or if not, they were just like, there's no point in these primitive fucks, so let me just
Also-
fly off somewhere else.
Also, I feel like if they do exist,
They live in our ocean, dude.
they definitely
In our depths where we
if
cannot
they
go.
exist, they
Exactly.
definitely would not be carbon based. I think it'd be very, very like much a coincidence if they were also carbon based. I think they'd be some like based off something else and like like our planet might not even be like a livable
It might-
environment at
Yeah,
all.
it might not even be an element that we know.
Yeah.
It might be something just new in space.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know how far that is.
And the space periodic table.
Yeah.
Because like I know like as the farther out in the universe you go, like physics stops making sense. There are like different elements and stuff, but that's like way out there. I don't like see at that point.
They're
Like,
on the way.
see, that's what I mean. Like if they were already here, what makes like anyone think that we'd be capable of like capturing them?
What if we have the superior technology? What if
So how
What
come we
if-
can't get to where they're
I
at?
know.
what
How
if
did
we
they get here?
did? And the government just didn't say any of that.
So you believe
Dude,
that
what
they
if we found
staged
them on the moon during the moon landing?
they staged the moon landing, but they have the technology to get somewhere else.
I already told
What-
you I don't actually believe that.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry,
I got it.
sorry.
No, I got it. So they staged the moon landing at Area 51 and found aliens on that moon and captured the aliens.
On set.
Yeah.
They're-
On the set of the movie.
They said they put up the set and they're like,
They're
that
like,
an alien?
they're like, what the fuck? Jeff, the cameraman, he's a fucking alien.
Jeff, Jeff, you son of a bitch, I knew it.
I always knew you were one of them.
Ice Jeff.
Oh my god.
We just have an ice for aliens.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called dry ice.
No, it's
Dry
cold.
ice.
It's cold ice. What are you talking about? Ice raids, dude. On set. For Area 51.
Dude, that's another one.
Oh, Austin. Oh no, he did the moon landing. Wait, what are you? You haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Like what?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
I mean,
said
like-
all of them.
no, I mean,
You've
like,
been
you-
quiet today. You were real quiet.
Yeah. No, what I
That's
mean, like you
hella
haven't
sus,
like
dude.
said.
I bet that's a lizard
The Earth is
folk.
flat.
Fucking alien.
I think the Earth is flat.
Shut up, no you
You're
don't.
trolling.
I do.
You don't.
It's flat and there's a dome on top of it.
Doesn't make
There's
any
a dome that goes
sense.
over.
You're
it.
right.
So
Zero
when we
sense.
faked the moon landing,
That's
and we
why I
saw
think
it
the
from
moon landing
space,
is fake.
We saw that we were around, but we were only looking at the top half. I got you, Moses.
Exactly, see? And it was a mirror effect. That's why you see the bottom part.
What?
Mirror? How does that make any sense?
There's people who've traveled around the world.
Uh-huh.
The entire world. There's no end. There'd be a drop off if we were flat.
Yeah.
No, that's why we're in a
dude.
dome.
People have been to Antarctica.
Not that
the
one.
edge.
North, what is it called?
The
Okay,
Arctic
but there's-
Circle?
I don't know.
There's still east and west, and there'd still have to be east and
The
west
North
drop
Pole,
offs.
dude.
Okay, so how do you get from like Japan to Hawaii if the Earth is flat?
Dude, because the Earth spins, so it spins with it.
What?
Shut up.
I hate you so much. It's so good. So we're not a sphere. We're
Have you guys
a
even
ring.
seen Shane Dawson's video on this?
No.
Exactly. I'm educated, you're not. That's the
Why
point.
would I believe Shane Dawson?
Because he's
He
so
didn't
much
say
smarter
it.
than all of us.
The guy that he was with said it. It wasn't
Okay.
Shane Dawson.
No, see, look, like speaking of, because I've seen like some of his conspiracy videos because like my sisters like watch him. There is one I think, because I never watched them before. I knew like way back when YouTube was starting, he was like some edgy person. Whatever.
Used to be funny.
Yeah, but
really
like I'm looking at it now and I'm just like, what? I don't get. Like he overreacts to a lot of stuff, like a lot of the conspiracies, and it's not even like that. Like they're not even that great. Like, cause one of them that I saw, it was like that Target and other like stores use special mirrors that make you look thinner, so it makes you buy their clothing. And like him and his friends were like borderline freaking out about it. It's like, oh my god, it's so true. It's like, well, yeah, that's believable. They want you to buy their stuff. Like, so they're gonna get, like, they could get a distorted mirror.
But I mean, you know, it's just what he does for content. I'm sure he's not that fucking freaked out about it.
Yeah, but, like, I don't like that. Like, honestly, like,
You don't like faking it for the camera, you want to be all natural.
Wow.
yeah.
That's
That's
boring.
that's why I'm only nude in front of the camera.
That's why we have 60 subs.
That's why Shane Dawson's a fucking millionaire. And we're not.
And we work at a movie theater.
Exactly.
Oh my god, guys. Conspiracy theory. Movie theaters jack up the prices because they want your money. Can you believe it?
Stop.
Dude,
You spit on my lower lip.
this is insane. Can't believe this.
Wait,
This is blasphemy.
are you sure though?
Dude, but
This
the
is blasphemy.
popcorn is actually asbestos.
Huh?
Cut the video. Cut the video.
Cut it.
Cut it.
Cut, Manny. Edit the word cut right here.
I just got the government text. We gotta cut it, dude. We gotta cut it now.
We gotta cut. We gotta keep it up.
All right, bye.
Yeah, I kind of don't like those kind of content creators that just like
Exaggerate everything.
Yeah, they rely on like getting hyped for no reason. Like it can be
depends.
funny sometimes, but like
Yeah.
if they do it all the time, like that's what they constantly rely on to be like relevant or funny, then like it's just kind of lazy.
What even happened?
Yeah, we're not trying to make a
He just
podcast.
went like that. I don't understand what's so funny.
Dude, we get it. He's vaccinated, so he's autistic.
Dude, okay, like that's another one that's like trips me out that people believe that.
It's true. My cousin Ernie. He didn't get vaccinated. It's true.
And what?
And he's autistic? Or?
No, he's just not vaccinated.
So what makes it true?
Why is it true then?
I mean, it's just.
Well, he's not autistic.
I was just thinking.
It's a clear link.
Like he's not autistic.
I was just stating the fact, dude.
What's so bad about being autistic anyway, huh?
You get him. No, but I did see a post where they're like, it's really sad that a person would rather have a dead child than an autistic one.
What does that have to say about?
I mean,
people?
it's true. I mean, they would rather expose these children to like all these terrible diseases rather than my child has autism.
Which I feel like in a lot of cases, autism isn't even that.
Yeah,
That
there's different
serious.
forms of autism. Like
It could be really
yeah.
minor, like
be very minor.
more like ADHD type stuff.
Yeah.
I have autism.
Dude, it could be like the accountant, and he can just become a trained killer.
Yeah, is it terminal?
Yeah, he just becomes John Wick.
Yeah. I'm gonna die.
When you're in the hospital, the doctor tells you you have autism, and you're like, "What does that mean?" And John Wick walks into the room. He says, "Your time is up, kid."
What just happened?
I think he was trying to explain a meme to us. Yeah? Like, I like the one where it's like when you go to the hospital for a cough and then the entire cast of Avengers walks into your room. No. But yeah, like I don't understand that one at all. Like
Oh, it's because they're dying.
no, the vaccination thing.
Yeah, it's because they're dying.
Cause like
I don't get what's hard to understand. If you get vaccinated, you're autistic. No one wants to be autistic.
but like
If you're autistic, you have no use in this world.
Like, don't people see that, like,
At all.
there's all these other people that are vaccinated that clearly don't have autism. And they're like, vaccinations cause autism. There'd be a really high number of autistic people in the United States.
I feel like
All over the world.
What if we're all autistic
Cool.
and we don't
Then
know
it's
it?
not a big deal.
No, dude.
Get vaccinated.
We have no use in this world.
I feel like it all came down to like some person got vaccinated once and they just so happened to get autism.
Like, they got diagnosed with autism
Yeah.
later. They didn't even know.
and they
Like,
just
had it their whole
decided,
life.
Yeah, they've had it, but they just didn't know.
and then they decided this is a case I can make in court for
Yeah.
money.
That was definitely proven wrong like a long time ago. The whole autism
Yeah,
vaccination.
Like,
thing.
years
Yeah.
ago. That was proven
And
wrong.
it's crazy people still believe it. Shout out my mom. She believes it.
Did she really?
Nah.
Oh.
I'm not vaccinated though.
I think, I mean, sorry.
I've never believed in another thing you say.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I'm not a very truthful person. This whole video was just me bullshitting. What else? Aliens. Let's get deep. Let's get deep.
Let's take a midstream nap, yeah?
Yeah, dude,
Not even streaming. What do you mean midstream?
midstream net.
Nap, guys, you idiots.
All right. You know what? Let's talk it. Let's go into some of our most painful experiences. We're talking physical here, Moses. Physical. Bop, bop, bop.
What if it was so emotionally hurtful that it hurt me physically?
I physically had a heart attack.
And we're back with the
My heart,
podcast.
my heart physically broke. So
Well, we don't care about that, so.
So what's like yours?
Probably the worst one.
AIDS wasn't fun.
Yeah, that was a roller coaster of emotions. But
HRD.
we're here to talk about physical. It was probably just the one time we were biking. Is we
You got crabs.
no.
Like in Stand By Me.
I never watched that movie.
It's a great movie. You should watch.
Alright, so
Nobody gets
we were
crabs.
riding a bike.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it
thought you
was
were talking about the
on
song.
our. Hey, shut up!
Shut up. It's not your turn.
God. Anyway, we were heading. I think we were heading to like Orange Leaf or something from the
Oh,
Sweet 16
I remember.
dance practice.
I remember that.
Yeah, because me and Manny were in
Dude, you
a Sweet
fucking got
16.
it.
Hey, you guys want to shut up for a sec? You guys done over here?
I didn't even say anything.
You Brody's done?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
Shut
cutting,
up.
I'm cutting you guys off, though.
It's this fucking guy. He keeps talking.
You keep talking.
I'm cutting you guys
God
off.
damn.
No more brewskis.
What
Give
do you
me
know?
a
You
brewski.
know you're literally talking right now.
No more brewski.
Now give me your 40.
Find it.
Shut up.
That would have been funny if all the
I
water
know.
just came out.
Hey, cover up that sponsorship. Alright, now that you fools are done.
Why am I being
Look at
blamed?
you, Moses.
Because he's talking to you.
Yeah, you're to blame for this. You're listening. You're giving him an outlet.
Hey Moses. I hate these guys, am I right? Hey,
Shut up.
Get me up, dude.
Stop.
I
I don't want to get yelled at again. That was the scariest moment of my life.
You're just gonna do one hanging like that?
Alec, what's that over there?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, fools. I was gonna say fooligans.
Hurry up, you fucking fooligan. Tell your story already.
Alright, for the third time now. Me and
So
Manny.
Alec fell.
Oh my god.
We're shutting down. We're done. We're done here.
Turn it off. Turn it
Alright.
off. Check, please.
Me and Manny.
Oh my god. You picked the wrong time to say something.
So me and Manny.
First you guys complain I don't talk enough, and now you're complaining I talk too much.
Shut up.
Well, yeah, talk as in contribute to what we're talking about, not just say some random shit that interrupts and makes no contributions. That's what that means.
Alright.
So me and Manny are biking. Go, that's where you started. I'm helping
Listen,
you.
me and Manny were part of a court for a Sweet 16.
You guys are so white.
I thought you were saying cold.
Yeah,
That
that
too.
too. But we were leaving the practice. We are heading to Orange Leaf on Sean Haggerty. I'm
Which
pretty sure.
isn't there anymore.
Yeah, it's not. It's gone.
Got closed down. It's a
So-
bar now.
So the house was pretty close to there. It's probably like 5 minutes away from biking. It's not that bad. And we were just biking, and I was.
Wait, were we biking?
Yeah, I think we were biking.
Mm.
Biking? Maybe. I don't know.
I think we were
Was it-
barking, actually.
But I was looking down at my shoe, I remember, because it was untied, and one of them was untied, and I was just like, I was just watching it. I was like, oh, hey, shoelace is undone. Next thing I know, my front tire just smacks the curb, and I go flying forward, and I did the bad move of putting my hands out.
That's actually the good move.
What else are you gonna do?
Is
Let
it
it
the-
Yeah,
land on your
you're
fucking
supposed to-
face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
do
You're
this.
supposed to box your head in.
Yeah, your head doesn't get hit, and then you don't break your arm like that.
Well, there goes your fucking elbow.
No, but what was funny though was like watching him, because I remember I like turned around right at that moment. I just see him hit the curb, and like there was like between the sidewalk and the street, it was maybe like a gap like this big of just dirt. He like flipped over it and then landed on his hand and then hit against a rock wall.
Yeah.
And then I started laughing immediately.
Yeah.
And then
as you
told
do.
I told Cody, I'm like, he fell. So Cody stops. We get down, and he's just like, oh, we're like, are you good? He's like, oh, my arm just hurts.
Yeah, because I
But
landed.
no, he thought it was his wrist at first.
Yeah, I thought it was my wrist because I landed and I heard it crack. I was like, ah, crap. And at first it definitely was in my wrist. I was like, oh, my wrist hurt. But like as time passed, it like went down my arm and into my elbow where I
Into
felt the
your
pain.
penis.
To where I had to hold my arm like this.
And
Like
that's
I
what
could
you
not
did.
move it. And so later in the day, I had to go to like the quick emergency room. Not like a full hospital, just like a ER. Like a small ER. And they made me do an x-ray. They made me do an x-ray. And the guy was just like, yeah, I'm going to need you to like fully extend your arm. I was like, fuck. So he goes, he's like, since it's an x-ray, he's like far away from it, like where he's taking the picture. And so he's like, he forces my arm down, like flat. And that was probably the most excruciating pain I've ever felt. Like him forcing me to like keep my arm flat. So we
Keep
find
me arm.
yeah, keep me
Keep
arm
me
flat.
arm flat,
Keep me
mate.
arm flat.
Keep me arm flat.
And then so he goes over.
It won't hold.
He takes his slow time walking to the computer to go take the picture. It takes a while. I guess he takes a few. Then he comes over. He's like, all right. And then I put it back because it hurts so much. And he's like, nah, I'm going to need some more. So he forces it back down, does it all over again.
I kind of had a
hurt a
similar
lot.
thing, but with my ankle. Like the trainer at school just like fucking pressed down on my shit, and I almost fucking cried. That shit hurt so bad. That's not my most painful one, but I just kind of had like a similar thing.
He like rolled it or what?
Yeah, and he just like got my ankle, and he was like trying to like massage it, I guess. And there was one point, and he just like fucking pressed down on it hard as shit, and I was like, holy balls, get the fuck off of me. I was like, do not touch me ever again.
Any painful stories for you two?
Oh yeah, dude. When I got surgery, that kind of fucking hurt.
What part? Aftermath? Post surgery?
Definitely.
No, before the surgery.
Yeah, I was in pain.
Pre-surgery.
Or were you awake? Just fucking
Yes.
slicing you up.
Oh, I wouldn't have felt anything. It would have just been horrifying.
Just mid-surgery, they just fucking decked him in the
Yeah.
chin.
So like for like people who don't know, Austin had facial reconstruction surgery.
That sounds a bit intense.
they
I just
couldn't-
had jaw surgery.
They couldn't save it, so now he looks like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's definitely after because I couldn't feel anything before.
You never know. Maybe they
And,
forgot to numb up an area.
No, so it was definitely probably like the first 2 nights. It was just a lot of pain. It was really sore, a lot of blood. Yeah, it's about my
I remember when I saw him for the first time after the surgery.
When he's all puffed up.
Oh, it was terrible.
His face just looked like some popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like his
Not
face
good.
was just like full of like jelly or something. It was just like so swole.
I was
Yeah, dude, he was
swole,
swole.
dude.
Swole
I
back
was
then.
swole, dude. I was swole for a good 2 months.
What about you?
Work. Yeah, all the heartbreak I've been through. No, I think
Why?
because I've been to the emergency room like 4 times, and the one I really remember, like the actual pain, was in the 1st grade when my eardrum burst, and like I had an ear infection because like I was sick, but I didn't know that I had the infection.
Which year?
My left ear. And so yeah, so it just hurt. So I went home early, and it was just the worst pain in the world for me. Like it felt like a wasp was just like stinging the inside of my ear, like over and over. It was like terrible. Like I was crying a lot. And then I just remember like we had to go pick up my little sister from daycare. So like me and my older sister were waiting for my dad to like finish getting ready. And then just all at once, like the pain just went away. Like completely just went away. I was like, oh, it's gone. And then like I just feel like something in my ear. So I like put my finger in there and it was blood. So I had to go to the emergency room. I don't remember what happened in the emergency room. I just remember like getting there and then being at home having to take eardrops for like a week or so, maybe a bit longer. And I had to do like a bunch of follow-ups, doing like ear tests, make sure I could still hear and everything. But yeah, that was probably like the worst thing because it started like maybe around like 2, and it didn't go away until like maybe like 5:30. Like really bad.
Dude, that sounds awful.
Mhm.
I have like 900 stories.
Cool.
Cool. Of what?
Wow,
That?
great.
It's like 800 of them are just my ankle.
I broke
Or
my head open a
ankles.
couple times.
Did you?
Yeah,
Oh.
in the front, in the back.
About the side to the side.
Yeah, both sides. Just
Slide
all of
to
it.
the
My
left.
face. That's why it's like that.
Slide to the right.
No, there's one that I remember that I was just playing basketball one day, and I just like went up and did a layup on my court, and there's like the little base on it, and it like sticks out. So I I stepped on it and twisted my ankle, and that shit hurted. And then right after that, like I kind of like jumped up because I didn't want to twist my ankle because I had done it like 1,000 times already before that, and I like jumped up and landed straight on my ass, and I like bruised the fucking shit out of my tailbone. But like I don't go to the doctors for any of this shit because I'm like kind of retarded. So I just kind of lived with it. And,
That's
like,
because you got vaccinated.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I can't go to the doctor
Yeah.
because I got vaccinated. There's just a one-time trip.
One-time trip just to give you the retard
Being
injection.
born.
But yeah, I just remember at school the next day, I like kind of like it hurt a lot, so I didn't want to like lean down on it. God, you're the worst. So I didn't want to lean down on it, so I kind of leaned forward, and it was just the most excruciating fucking pain I've ever felt in my life. Like I don't know why. Like I just like leaned forward, and I just felt it in my whole body. I was like, holy shit. Like I thought I fucking cracked it or something. I might have because my
Like there
ass
was
still
a
hurts to this
hairline
day.
fracture in there.
Yeah, like my shit hurts right now, but who gives a fuck, right?
I mean, that's probably something you should definitely check out.
Nah, my
Look
fucking
at-
my upper middle back is fucked up too right now. I popped it like 9 times in this video. I don't know what happened there. It just hurts a lot.
Mm.
But yeah, I have a lot of fucking stories, like a lot. I just twist my ankle constantly
Yeah.
to the point where I'm used to it now and it doesn't hurt anymore. But yeah.
Sounds great.
Also, heartbreak.
Yeah, heartbreak. That was the worst. Felt so bad that my heart actually broke.
Yeah.
I had to have surgery for that.
Shut up.
So I didn't even do anything with the bottle.
You're gonna do something with the bottle.
You're right.
Your rights are confiscated.
The guy gets some poon one time and he thinks he's the shit.
I just want a bottle.
You'll never drink water in my house again.
Okay, no. Actually, that's like one I kind of want to talk about though. Not
Poon?
No, not that.
Water bottles?
No, like heartbreak.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
I don't think we have time.
Yeah, we ran out of time, unfortunately.
I mean, like no like specifics. Just like, what was it? Like the first time, like you experienced it, if you did experience it.
Have you?
No.
Broke bitch.
So you're just a heartbreaker.
No. I just haven't cared long enough. And like none of the relationships got to the point where it like broke my heart.
It's getting edgy, right? I never cared enough, man. Wasn't that real? Wasn't that real?
Sound like a fucking cat.
Well, what about you, man? You brought it up, so
Yeah, we're gonna get into this. You said you wanted to talk about
Yeah,
it.
you really were itching to talk
Thanks
about
for
this.
watching. Catch you next week. Bye. I think like probably the first time like I experienced it. I guess I don't know like how like real it was, like my
Not at
feelings
all.
or anything.
Oh,
Probably
with
not.
the relationship.
No, yeah, that was fake. Fuck that bitch.
That's good.
Am I right, boys?
Right
Right there.
Boys.
No, I'm just kidding. They're no, actually, I'm not kidding. I hate that person. But anyway,
You know
Shout out
who
that
you
person.
are.
shout out
He hates
to
you.
you.
Thanks for watching.
Nah, okay. Hate,
You know who you are.
hate's too strong a word. I
You know who you are.
strongly dislike that person.
I've never got
Hate
my
is
heart
a
broken.
strong word, but I really, really, really don't like you.
Yeah,
That,
plain white
that's,
teeth.
that's the lyrics.
Her name's Delilah, and she's been living in New York City right now. No, but
I'm 1,000 miles away from her.
yeah. I think this is farther than 1,000 miles.
It is,
a lot
but
farther.
it's the lyrics, dude. The
Yeah.
lyrics. And she looks really pretty tonight.
Shut up, Austin. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, so Delilah, right? Hate that bitch.
Yeah, I
Hey,
hate listening
shout out
to
to
Delilah.
Shout out Delilah.
I don't like Delilah on the radio.
What about you?
God.
I'd about your 900 times.
Yeah, now that he's done wrong.
Sorry, this guy is.
Thanks for contributing, Manny.
It's his fault.
Yeah, like
Was it only once or multiple times or what?
I think just once. Like that. Yeah. The other times were definitely me. Like I
What do you
think
mean?
not like I like
He was
broke-
the heartbreaker.
No,
dude.
not like I broke their heart, but I was like the reason. Like
He was the problem.
I wouldn't say the
Oh,
problem.
you're a problem.
I guess the problem. Yeah, like it was like kind of my fault. So like that's why it wasn't really heartbreak. No, twice. It's happened twice. But like I think the first time was the one where I was just like, I don't know. Like for a long time, it was just one of those things where I kept asking myself like, what if, kind of, and you know, just normal stuff.
Wait, you don't hate her, do you? The what if?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. No, that's someone else. No, what I was talking about is like, kind of like, I was still at the point where I still wanted to be with that person, like, after things already ended, and like, it like didn't help, but you know, it's just like, how I wanted it to be just because of like, how I felt, you know? Like, I was heartbroken, so I wanted to be with them, and like, I don't know, it just took me like a long time to realize like they really weren't worth it. Like in the end.
He just flamed
Guaranteed that person does not watch this.
Roasted.
So they would
them. They should be watching.
even though they wouldn't even know who like that I was talking about. Them.
Oh no, they know. Cause
If they watch it maybe they might know, but
They should be watching. Your kids should be watching. Your dog, watching. Don't be slacking. That's all I gotta say.
I like slacks.
Me, him.
No,
No,
he's
you called me out. You.
I didn't call you out. He called
Oh, that's
you out.
right. You did call me out. You
What
agreed.
the hell?
I didn't call anyone out.
You called me out. You're like, what about you? You brought up the topic.
I mean, this guy's been saying heartbreak the whole
That's true.
podcast.
Actually, yeah, he's right.
He's
I said
been.
it as a joke. I never even got my heart breaking.
Dude, don't lie. We
I
all
never
know
got my
you.
heart breaking.
We all
We
saw
all know
you
you.
cry at the parties.
That's why I don't really want to talk about it because it's kind of just something I don't really care about anymore.
Well, I don't care about the other thing anymore.
But you brought it up, guy. So clearly you care.
No, I don't
Got
care.
him.
No, it's just one of
Got
those
him.
things like, what was your experience? Like, what was it like?
I don't know. I never dated this person. I wanted to. It ended up not happening ever. Get out of here. and it's not gonna happen ever. So I mean,
Yeah,
I just kind of learned to live with that.
Just like that handshake, dude.
Anyway, but yeah, it's just something that happened. I was kind of dumb because I cared a little bit too much. I think to the point where I was like, kind of not the feelings weren't reciprocated at all, really. So, and I kept chasing it. So you know, it's on me really, if anything. But yeah, it's just something that never happened, and I wanted it to.
So at this
That's
point,
the most depressing one.
yeah, at this point, Eileen, cover your ears. Alec.
I don't think I really have much. I don't have much.
Dude, her ears are covered. You can go.
She has headphones in. You can say
You're
Well,
good.
Luis,
She's not even listening.
you're in a safe place right now.
She's not even listening. Dude.
She's like right now.
Rose is gonna
Nah.
roast you after anyway, so.
I don't really have any.
You lying son.
You're a
bitch.
fucking
I'm not-
liar.
I'm not a
You're a
liar.
liar.
I don't like.
You're a liar.
I'm not.
You're a liar.
You're honestly a liar.
Did you really? Just right now? Oh.
Camera's dead. Shout out to the camera.
Camera dead. Thanks for dying, camera.
Alright, here, just pause it. And we're back. Alright.
We're
I
back.
actually took my nap.
Technical difficulties.
Just a little.
So yeah, Alec got a little too emotional, so we had to cut it for a
We
little
had to
bit.
cut it out. As you can see, his eyes are a bit red.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
It's
camera
kind of
died.
decked.
We had a
Moses too.
real bro moment right now.
Yeah. Real broner.
Give me a brony.
So talk about yours. Don't be a fucking dickhead. I talked about mine, asshole.
Hey, I'm not the one who brought this up, alright?
Neither did I.
You encouraged it, alright?
No, I didn't.
You did.
You're the one who said it was a topic for
It-
today.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I said pain, physical pain.
This is pain, in a way. I mean, it's not. The past is the past. Future
Yeah.
is now.
Huh? No, it's now.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
The future is now.
No, it's now.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm not wrong.
I mean, I guess all there is to really say is, I mean, I was with one person at one point, but then there was a point where I felt guilty because I felt like I had feelings for a different person. So I decided to end it with that other person because I just felt bad, you know? I felt like it wasn't real at that point anymore. But I mean, I wasn't sure. And then, I mean, nothing even happened after that with, like, the person I was into, like, actually liked. And then nothing happened. Then, like, a couple years later, I guess, we were attempting to get back together, kind of. But then, I mean, just kind of got, I guess kind of got cut off. Like, but it was more like we would still hang out and stuff, but we just wouldn't do anything at all. And then there was like a point where like I already knew like there was a point where like I cut it off too because I was like, there's no point to this anymore. And then there was like, it was maybe like less than a week later, like she had a boyfriend. So I was like, I clearly knew like she was talking to people like while she was supposedly trying to work things out with me. So I was like, that kind of really sucked because I was trying to make it work, but that person clearly didn't really want it to. So I don't know why they attempted to, but it's whatever.
It is what it is. That's the theme of this topic. Life moves on.
That's the title of the video. It is what it is.
Moved on to
I don't know about that.
better things.
That's pretty gay.
Thanks.
What was that?
Who are we talking about?
Huh?
Me.
Yes, you.
Me and Alan.
You and Alec. The
Boys.
girl was Alec this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Austin. The girl was Austin this whole time.
Hey, you fucking bastard.
You're a dick?
Don't lie, that was your favorite part.
God,
Oh,
you're the worst.
Moses, what are you talking about? You joined us. You and your... I'm like Manny's...
Oh my god, dude.
I'm censoring all of that.
Just put a bunch of bleeps.
Alright, no, you
getting
want
age
a
restricted
long
for
beep,
sure.
huh?
You just,
I can give you a long beep starting right now. How long was that? Was that a good enough long beep?
hey, just beep anytime he talks.
I'm just gonna cut it out. Whatever he just said, I'm just gonna cut it out.
You know?
Hey,
Am I right?
dude, what is wrong
This,
with
this
you?
is causing me my most physical pain right now.
That's
This
what I'm
right
saying.
here.
Boys, anyway.
You don't have to impress us. You already went on your date. Alright? She's the only person you had to impress. Dude,
You
actually,
still didn't even do that.
actually, just a quick callback. Just a quick little callback
Okay.
to last week. We met some goals. We met some goals.
Oh, did we?
Did we?
Austin got to first base.
We got to 300 subscribers.
We got to 3 subscribers.
3 subs.
At least 3.
At least.
Dude. And they got a license.
License.
Good job.
To kill.
It has been obtained.
Concealed weaponry. That's what we own now.
I spilled water on myself. No, but yeah, I got my driver's license.
Yep, but none of us else did
Uh-huh.
none. You know?
Austin went on a date. That's kind of a goal. I'm pretty sure of his at one point.
Nah.
Yeah, to not be gay anymore.
I mean, that's actually my goal. To be gay.
He wants to be like his brother.
I want to be the very best. Like, no one ever sucks.
Jesus.
Can we cut that out too? Leave it in.
All right, I think we're good.
Can we just cut?
He's just gonna be a blur the
Yeah,
whole
just
time.
blur him.
Don't touch me.
No, blur yourself now.
No, no.
Hey. Anyways, Alec, let's end this, yeah?
Yeah, so
It's over.
Alright.
we're done.
Bye.
That's it.
No, pause it. No,
Yeah, but it was a solid talk. Had some conspiracy theories we talked about, painful experiences, emotional and physical.
The real conspiracy theory is why we're still friends with Austin.
Yeah, Austin. We learned Austin's retarded.
We learned that Austin's a lizard man who was
Austin's a
abandoned by his
lizard
people because of how stupid he was because he got
Yeah.
vaccinated. So
Yeah.
if you see him, report him to ICE and then just deck him in the face.
Yeah.
That'd be great. You could all do that.
Yeah, but other than that, it was a solid episode. We got. Dude, can you not during my outro?
You're right.
Don't do that.
Just turn off the mic.
Anyway, in the future, we got future projects coming.
So
We got.
Moses, could you relate to like any of what they were saying during the bike ride? Oh my god.
Austin, shut up. What is wrong with you?
Did you take something while you were out or what?
No, I'm kind of tired.
All right, then go to sleep.
Yeah, here,
go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to
Good
sleep.
night. Say good night, Austin.
Good night. Say
Good
good
night,
night.
Austin.
Say good night to the audience.
Good night,
Good
Austin.
night.
Okay.
Future
Good night,
projects.
Austin.
Future projects. We got the J logs out now.
Oh yeah.
Got some J-Logs.
Jonathan's a member.
Yeah,
No,
Jonathan.
J-Dog.
No,
J-Dog's logs.
no, that's not what they're called.
J-Logs,
It's
yeah.
Jonathan. Oh my god.
I
Go back
got-
to sleep.
I got
Sleep,
a
sleep time.
basketball video that I'm gonna make soon.
Oh,
He's
this is
making
coming out.
videos. I know we've been lacking on other videos.
Yeah. I'm gonna start this week though. I'm planning on
We're-
recording tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna actually start recording more. Hopefully.
Hopefully, me and Manny can get a video out together.
Oh yeah. Hopefully.
We're gonna try that.
We're gonna try
Hopefully,
porn.
hopefully we hope,
But-
and hopefully it'll
And we're gonna
be
Skype while we watch
Yeah.
porn.
Oh, I thought we were gonna be in it together, like us. Okay, no, it's fine.
I mean, that's
It's fine, it's
that
fine.
too, sure.
Just break my heart again.
Yeah,
But
sure.
For the 4 of you that are still listening, thank you.
we appreciate
Yeah.
it.
No, like honestly, if you are listening, just like let us know some ideas maybe that you would want to see us do. Like I know like I've gotten from like some people like to do challenge videos, stuff like that. You know, if we want to be cop outs and be basic. No, I'm kidding. But
Okay, well that's what I was gonna.
I'm joking. I'm
Dude, I
joking.
got it, I got
I'm
it.
joking.
Don't worry, we'll put it in the link.
I
down
don't no
below.
some challenge videos are actually pretty cool. Like I think we could do some like recurring ones with different people.
Dude, I got it.
Switch out.
A
Switch
hot
out?
wing challenge. We do a hot wing challenge. At 75 subs.
Shout out to South Sanity.
Dude,
Uh,
we'll link him in the description.
We won't link him.
We're not
He's
linking Sal.
He's featured on the channel, so just go there if you want to watch him. But yeah,
And then we'll link him.
Yeah, so hopefully I'll have some individual content out by at least next Tuesday.
for you 4 Bioshock fans, I'll try and record something tonight.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Your fans
I've been
are part of
waiting.
the own group.
I've been waiting, dude.
I think I got a couple of those. Like, where's Bioshock number 2? I'm like, it's in the works. It's not. It hasn't been. I haven't played the game yet.
Yeah, so we got J-Logs, individual content, hopefully some Manny Alec content,
4 subscribers.
Moses content.
Awesome's getting kicked off the channel.
Yeah, Austin's done.
Right, that's everything. All right.
Alright. Well, thanks guys for
Alright,
watching.
it's over.
Did you actually stop it?
No.
Okay. Thanks for watching episode 8.
Bye.
See you next week. Check out for the videos.
If you guys stayed this long, comment something. Comment I stayed this long.
Yeah.